Well, my first guest joining me in studio is Mr. Burl Gregory. He's the CEO of a company called California Style Palms Incorporated. CFPI is their stock symbol. Burl, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
We're really happy that we're initiating coverage of your company now. Your company is essentially in the business of palm tree farming. Can you give us a general overview?
That's correct. Well, we've been growing palms for approximately 28 years. We basically grow palms for residential, commercial, and county and federal projects. We got involved with it years ago because my life has always been around nature. You know, I love nature. I was fortunate enough when I was a little kid to actually meet Walt Disney.
Really?
Walt was one of my mentors, and I actually got to work a little bit in Disneyland when I was 8 years old.
Wow.
So, you know, that inspired me from that point on. I love palm trees, I love greenery, I love landscape. So even though I've done a lot of different things, my passion has always been in growing. I come from a family that were farmers in Texas, and even though they got out of it years ago, I kind of continued the green thumb, you might say.
Well, now, of course, palm trees are synonymous with the southwestern part of the U.S. and especially California. Is there any idea how big the market is?
The market is huge, and it's growing rapidly for several reasons. One of the major reasons is maintenance. There's a lot of maintenance in city, commercial, and residential environments. Trees, ornamental trees, ficus trees, pine trees, they're beautiful trees, but they're a lot of maintenance. And as they try to cut down cost, the only alternative is palm trees. Palm trees are less maintenance. They give more of a California look. They use less water. So there's a lot of benefits. So as things go on in the future, I think you're going to see more and more palms everywhere.
Well, now, one thing about your company that I noticed at your website, CaliforniaStylePalms.com, is that acquisition of existing farms is a big part of your business model. Can you discuss that strategy with us?
Yeah, that's pretty simple, actually. We already have a big place in the market, but with anything you do, inventory is always a big issue. When a customer comes to you and wants large amounts of something, you have to be able to supply the product. We've always done a pretty good job at that, but with the growth that we've seen in the last 4 or 5 years, even though we've had a depressed market, we realized we need more inventory. So it was my idea to bring it public, to do just an old-fashioned roll-up. You know, unfortunately, a lot of people in my industry haven't been as fortunate as we have to have the contacts and the customer base that we have to keep our business going and even grow it in a depressed market. So their farms have, pretty much their business has gone from 100% to maybe 10–20% of what they used to do.
Wow.
So, that's bad for them, but that's good for us that we can go out now and help them create some revenue for themselves, do an acquisition of their property, which includes real estate and inventory, and hopefully in most cases water rights, and grow our business and grow our inventory, because inventory is key to our business. He who has the inventory gets the jobs. It's just that simple.
Well, of course, Burl, one of the side effects of this acquisition strategy, you're also acquiring carbon credits and tax credits. Tell us about that.
Well, the strategy behind that is, we're a green company, for one. We grow green. We have a great environment. Along with that, we're going to be putting solar into our farms for 2 reasons. One, to obviously generate electricity for our pumps that are very expensive to run for the water, but 2, to create additional revenue to sell the extra electricity back to the utility companies.
Nice.
And with that being said, in solar, there are many tax credits. The trees that we grow create a lot of carbon credits, and even though they're not trading at this point, I believe at one time there's soon, because that's the way it was 5, 6 years ago that carbon credits are going to become very valuable again, and it's going to be a good credit to trade for revenue with companies that obviously don't take care of the environment.
Once again, the company is California Style Palms Incorporated. CFPI is their stock symbol. Very interesting website at CaliforniaStylePalmsInc.com. Be sure and check that out. Burl, why is this a good time right now for folks to take a closer look at your company?
Well, because of the growth, we started on this road with a large growth cycle a couple of years ago, and it continues to grow because of our inventory. We've got specific inventory that fits 99% of the needs of the marketplace. We're well versed in what we do. We've been in the business for 30 years. We know what we're doing. We know how to take care of palms. We know how to grow palms. We know how to install palms, and we also do landscaping. So even though the economy has been a little bit depressed, our business continues to grow because there's a need for what we do. And there's nobody else in the industry that's really doing it the way we are doing it.
Once again, California Style Palms Incorporated. CFPI is their stock symbol. Once again, please visit their website, CaliforniaStylePalmsInc.com. Burl, we're so happy to have you on the program. Be following you very closely over the next several months. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Look forward to seeing you again.